One day you'll look back and realize it was just the hardship before the ease. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts challenges in our lives for a reason. Sometimes to test us, sometimes to cleanse our mistakes, sometimes to open our eyes, and sometimes to protect us from something we cannot see. The things that feel like the end of the world today often pass quietly. We move on from them on some random day without even noticing. I wanted to create this video to give you a moment to pause and reflect. Think of this as a checkpoint, a chance to reconnect with your journey so far and with yourself. So sit down, be comfortable, be emotional, be you, and let's begin. I want you right now to grab a pen and paper, or just think about it in your mind, and list at least 5 moments in your life. These are the moments when you felt like there was no way out. Moments where you thought, this is it. I'm completely stuck. If you're struggling to find 5, pause this video. Trust me, they're there. All of us have at least 5 such moments. Now, go back to each of those moments and think, what happened? How did you get through it? When did you realize you had moved on from it? Some of these moments might still feel rather fresh, like they just happened yesterday. Others might feel distant, so distant that you barely remember how they resolved. And that's the point. Hardships don't last. They pass, often quietly, and you're a living proof of that. Now, I want you to take one specific hardship from your list. Pick a moment where you felt completely stuck, like there was absolutely no escape. And here's the challenge. Find 5 positive things that came out from that hardship. At first, you might feel like this is impossible. You might think there's no way anything good came out of that. But force yourself to dig deeper. Maybe it taught you a valuable lesson. Maybe it led you to an opportunity or a new path. Maybe it showed you who your true friends are. Or maybe it simply brought you closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you challenge yourself to find 5, you'll be surprised at what you uncover. This exact method, finding the good in the bad, is something I want you to use for every hardship in your life. Here's something else I want you to think about. Have you ever had a moment where you wanted something so badly, like a job, a relationship, a plan to work out, and it did not happen? At the time, you felt frustrated, hurt, or even betrayed. But later, you realized that what happened instead was actually better. Maybe what you wanted would have harmed you, or maybe what happened led you to something greater. It's like this. You say, I want to get from point A to point B, but in a red car. Then a purple car shows up. Instead of getting in, you sit there upset that it's not red. You're so focused on the color that you forget the goal is to reach point B. This is what happens when we get stuck on one detail, one moment, one disappointment. We forget that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows better. He sees the grander picture. When you start looking for the positives, you stop focusing on the small keyhole view. You open the door and see the world in front of you. Here's the final step I want you to take. The next time you face a challenge, whether it's big or small, make it a habit to find the good in it. And go ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala teaching me? And what might this be protecting me from? Force yourself to find at least 5 good things. At first, it might be very difficult, but over time, it will become second nature. You won't even need to make a list. You'll just start noticing the good automatically. This shift in perspective will change the way you see your life. It will help you find peace even in the hardest moments. I hope this video gave you a moment to pause, reflect, and reconnect with yourself. If it resonates with you, let me know in the comments. Share your thoughts, your stories, or even topics you'd like me to cover in the future videos. And before you go, I ask for one thing, khair al-da'wah, a small prayer. For me, my family, everyone's watching, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guide us, protect us, and grant us ease after every single hardship. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.